Today, we're diving headfirst into early preparation for winter 2024. You know how it is. Weather patterns are going kinda crazy these days. One minute it's sunshine and rainbows, the next it's a full-on blizzard. Unpredictable is an understatement, and with those wild temperature swings and surprise snowstorms, being prepared isn't just a good idea, it's essential. So, in this video, we're diving deep into the must-have items you need to stockpile now to be truly winter ready. From staying warm and fed to keeping the lights on, we've got you covered. All right, let's be real. Nobody likes feeling cold. When that winter chill hits, you want to be layered up like a delicious lasagna, warm and cozy from head to toe. So first things first, let's talk about winter clothing. We're not talking about your stylish pea coat here. We're talking about serious cold weather gear. Think thermal underwear, those long-sleeved lifesavers that hug you in all the right places. Then, layer on those warm sweaters, cashmere, wool, fleece, whatever your cozy heart desires. And don't even think about skimping on the outerwear. A heavy-duty waterproof coat is non-negotiable. Next up, boots. Waterproof insulated boots that'll keep your feet toasty dry, even if you're trekking through a snowdrift. And don't forget the accessories. Gloves, scarves, hats. These aren't just fashion statements, they're essential for preventing heat loss from your extremities. Now let's talk about your sleep sanctuary, your bed. When it's freezing outside, your bed should be a haven of warmth and comfort. I'm talking about those heavy-duty sleeping bags rated for sub-zero temperatures. And don't forget about extra blankets. You can never have too many blankets, especially during a winter storm. Okay, picture this. It's the dead of winter, the wind's howling outside, snow's piling up, and bam, the power goes out. Not exactly a recipe for a relaxing evening, right? That's why having a reliable backup power and lighting plan is crucial. First things first, let's talk about lighting. When the lights go out, you don't want to be stumbling around in the dark. That's where solar-powered lights come in handy. These little guys soak up the sun during the day and provide you with hours of light at night. No electricity needed. Another great option is lanterns. They're portable, they can illuminate a large area, and some even come with built-in USB ports so you can charge your devices. And of course, we can't forget about the good old-fashioned candle. They're cheap, they're plentiful, and they can provide both light and a bit of warmth in a pinch. Now let's talk about power. Batteries. They're the lifeblood of our modern devices, so stock up on a variety of sizes. And here's a pro tip. Store your batteries in a cool, dry place to prolong their shelf life. If you want to take your power game to the next level, consider investing in some renewable energy sources, like solar panels. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, food. When winter throws its worst at you, having a well-stocked pantry isn't just about satisfying those late-night cravings. It's about survival. We're talking about building a strategic reserve of non-perishable food items that can last for months, even years without refrigeration. First on the list, canned goods. Canned fruits, vegetables, soups, beans, tuna, chicken. The options are endless. Next up, we've got the dynamic duo of the pantry dried beans and rice. These two staples are incredibly affordable, have a long shelf life, and they're packed with nutrients. Plus, they're incredibly versatile. You can make everything from hearty soups and stews to flavorful burritos and stir-fries. Let's not forget about pasta. It's another pantry MVP that's cheap, cheerful, and lasts forever. And while you're at it, grab some jars of pasta sauce too. Powdered milk is another essential item for your winter stockpile. It's shelf-stable, lightweight, and can be easily reconstituted with water when you need it. Perfect for baking, cooking, or just having a comforting glass of milk with your cookies. And speaking of cookies, don't forget to stock up on some comfort foods too. But here's the thing. Stocking up on food is just half the battle. You also need to store it properly to prevent spoilage and keep those pesky critters out. Let's face it, winter can be brutally cold. But with the right preparation, you can transform your home into a cozy sanctuary, a fortress of warmth against the icy grip of winter. So let's talk about heating and insulation, the dynamic duo of winter comfort. First things first, you need a reliable heating source. And I'm not just talking about cranking up the thermostat. What happens if the power goes out? That's where alternative heating options come in. Wood stoves are a classic choice. They're efficient, they can heat a large space, and there's just something primal and comforting about the crackle of a wood fire. Propane heaters are another popular option. They're relatively inexpensive, easy to use, and they heat up a room quickly. And if you're looking for something a bit more portable, consider investing in a few electric space heaters. But remember, heating is only half the equation. You also need to make sure your home is properly insulated to prevent heat loss. Start by checking your windows and doors for any drafts. Weather stripping is your best friend here. It's inexpensive, easy to install, and it can make a big difference in keeping those cold drafts at bay. And while you're at it, consider investing in some heavy curtains. They act as an extra layer of insulation for your windows, trapping heat inside and keeping the cold out. With these strategies, you'll be well on your way to a warm and cozy winter. All right, let's talk about something we'd rather not think about but is crucial in any emergency medical supplies. When winter unleashes its fury, it's not just about staying warm and fed, it's also about being prepared for the unexpected, those minor injuries or illnesses that can pop up when you least expect them. So, let's build a first aid kit worthy of a winter warrior. First things first, you need a comprehensive first aid kit. We're talking about a serious, well-stocked kit that can handle anything from minor cuts and scrapes to sprains and burns. Think bandages in various sizes, antiseptic wipes, gauze pads, medical tape, antibiotic ointment, pain relievers, tweezers, scissors, the works. If you take prescription medications regularly, make sure you have enough on hand to last you through a potential winter storm or power outage. And while you're at it, stock up on some over-the-counter remedies for common winter ailments like colds, flu, allergies, and upset stomachs. But here's the thing, having a well-stocked first aid kit is only half the battle. You also need to know how to use it, so brush up on your first aid skills. Take a CPR class, watch some online tutorials, or even just read through a first aid manual. Let's face it, in today's world, being without power for an extended period of time is not just inconvenient, it can be downright dangerous. That's why having a backup power source like a portable generator is essential for any winter preparedness plan. But before you run out and buy the first generator you see, let's talk about what to look for. First and foremost, you need to consider your power needs. How many appliances or devices do you absolutely need to run during a power outage? Make a list and calculate their wattage to determine the generator size you'll need. Next, think about fuel type. Gasoline generators are common, but they can be noisy and require more maintenance. Propane generators are a quieter and cleaner option, but they may not be as readily available. Once you've chosen your generator, make sure you know how to operate it safely. Read the manufacturer's instructions carefully and familiarize yourself with the controls. And speaking of safety, let's talk about fuel storage. Store your fuel in approved containers in a well-ventilated area away from any potential ignition sources. Never, ever refuel a generator while it's running or still hot. And for the love of all that is good, never operate a generator indoors or in an enclosed space. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer, and you don't want to take any chances. All right, let's talk about the elixir of life water. When it comes to winter preparedness, having an adequate supply of clean, safe drinking water is non-negotiable. You can survive for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. So let's dive into the wonderful world of water storage and purification. First things first, you need to figure out how much water you'll need to store. A good rule of thumb is to have at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for drinking and sanitation. So, for a family of 4, that's 4 gallons per day. And if you're planning for an extended emergency, aim for a 2-week supply, which would be 56 gallons for a family of 4. Now, let's talk about storage. You can't just hoard water in any old container. You need something that's food-grade, durable, and leak-proof. Large, reusable water containers are a great choice. They come in various sizes, from 1 gallon to 5 gallons or more, and they're designed specifically for water storage. If you have the space, consider investing in a larger water storage solution, like a rain barrel or a water tank. But storing water is just half the battle. You also need to make sure it stays clean and safe to drink. That's where water purification comes in. Boiling is the most basic and effective method of water purification. Simply bring your water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute to kill off any harmful bacteria or viruses. Another option is to use water purification tablets or drops. These handy little guys contain chemicals that neutralize harmful microorganisms in water, making it safe to drink. Just follow the instructions on the packaging carefully. Well, there you have it, folks. Your comprehensive guide to preparing for winter 2024. We've covered everything from staying warm and fed to keeping the lights on and staying healthy. Remember, being prepared isn't about being paranoid, it's about being responsible. By taking the time to prepare now, you're ensuring your safety and well-being, as well as the well-being of your loved ones, when winter throws its worst at you. So don't wait until the last minute. Start stocking up on those essential items today and face the winter with confidence, knowing that you're ready for anything.